Okay, welcome to DK Medicines. In this video series, we are going to deal with bacteria under the infectious diseases. Today, we are going to discuss about the general introductions of the bacteria and their classifications. Okay, first of all, the bacteria are the single cell organisms and they comes in many shapes and sizes. Most of the bacteria are not harmful, however, some are pathogenic which can cause the infectious disease in the human beings. Next, here the categories of the bacteria based upon their natures. First one is anaerobic bacteria, next one is aerobic bacteria, and gram negative bacteria, and gram positive bacteria, and atypical bacteria. Here some brief discussion about their categories. Anaerobic bacteria, this type of the bacteria not require any oxygens, and in case of the aerobic bacteria, this type of bacteria they require their oxygens. And gram negative bacteria, this type of the bacteria they don't have thick peptidoglycan cell wall layers. Okay, instead of thick peptidoglycan cell wall layers, they have thin peptidoglycans layers, okay, which is going to stand with saffron in and turn into the red or pink colors. In case of gram positive bacteria, this type of the bacteria they have thick peptidoglycan cell wall layers and they stand with crystal violet and turn into the violet colors. And atypical bacteria, this type of bacteria can't stand or culture in a normal way. Okay, here the basics anatomy and physiology of the bacteria. Here as you can see, the base outermost layer of the bacteria, that is cell wall, which is made up of the peptidoglycan layers, okay, and innermost layer of the cell wall, that is called cell membrane, okay. And here next one is a folic acid synthesis pathway of the bacteria, okay. Here one thing you have to remember, that the folic acids can't create inside of the bacteria or can't directly enter into the bacteria, so it is need the change of series for the formation of the folic acids. The basics component of the folic acid synthesis pathway is the PABA, nothing but para amino benzoic acids, which is turned to the dihydrofolic acids in the presence of the dihydroterate synthetase. Okay, dihydrofolic acid is going to convert into the tetrahydrofolic acid in the presence of the dihydrofolate reductase, and tetrahydrofolic acid is going to ultimately form the folic acid synthesis, folic acids, and folic acid is responsible for the formations of the purines and thioamines and RNAs or DNAs. Okay, here the next one, this is the nucleic acids material of the bacteria, which is responsible for the formation of the RNA and DNAs. Okay, and this one is the ribosomes, nothing but protein part of the bacteria. Here the based upon the cellular component of the bacteria, the various antibiotics are going to act on their various sites. Okay, here the antibiotics which is act on the cell walls, that is nothing but beta lactam antibiotics. Okay, beta lactam antibiotics, beta lactams, this type of antibiotics which is contain the beta lactam rings, okay, like penicillin, cephalosporin, and carbapenem. Okay, this type of the antibiotic does not contain any type of the beta lactam rings like vancomycins and teicoplanin. Okay, and next one, the antibiotics which is inhibit the folic acid synthesis pathway. First one is the sulfamethoxazole, which is inhibit the formation of the dihydrofolic acids. Okay, and another antibiotic is trimethoprim, which is inhibit the formation of the tetrahydrofolic acids. Inhibition is done by the trimethoprim. Here the one enzymes like which is play a role in the convergence of the dihydrofolic acid into the tetrahydrofolic acid, that is called dihydrofolate reductase. Okay, here the antibiotics which is act on the nucleic acids. Okay, here is a generation, first generation antibiotics and second generation antibiotic. First generation antibiotic is nalidixic acids, and second generation is fluoroquinolones like ofloxacin, ceftofloxacins are there. Okay, and levofloxacin, moxifloxacins, and the another drugs which is inhibit the DNA dependent RNA polymerase, that is rifampicins are there. Okay, rifampicin drug which is inhibit the DNA dependent RNA polymerase. Okay, DNA dependent RNA polymerase. the antibiotics which is inhibit the 30S ribosomes, that is called tetracyclines and aminoglycosides, and the antibiotic which is inhibit the 50S ribosomes, that is 3 drugs are there like macrolides, clindamycins and chloramphenicals. Okay, here we will see the classification, various classification of the bacteria. First one is gram positive bacteria based upon their rods. Okay, the mnemonics is Connie-Meigs list of basic cars. Connie-Meigs list of basic cars, this is one of the mnemonics. Connie represent the Conibacterium, Meigs represent the Mycobacteriums, and list of represent the Listeria. Basics nothing but Bacillus, Cars, Nocardia. Okay, and here the gram positive cocci. First one is Staphylococcus, next Streptococcus and Enterococcus, and next one gram positive anaerobic bacteria. Mnemonic is Claps. This is one of the mnemonics. C represent the Clostridium, L represent the Lactobacillus, A represent the Actinomyces, and P represent the Propionibacteria or Cutibacterium, which is responsible for the causing the acne vulgaris. And next here the next classification, gram negative bacteria. The common gram negative bacteria are Neisseria meningitis, Neisseria gonorrhoeae, Escherichia coli, Klebsiella and Pseudomonas aeruginosa and Moraxella catarrhalis. Okay, and atypical bacteria, this type of bacteria is commonly associated with the lungs, which can cause the atypical pneumonia. Okay, mnemonics are lesions of Cytaceae MCQ. Okay, lesions Legionella pneumophila, Cytaceae represent the Chlamydia Cytaceae. Okay, M represent the Mycoplasma pneumoniae, C represent the Chlamydophila pneumoniae, and Q is nothing but Q fevers, which is caused by the Coxiella burnetii. Okay, next here the MRSA refer to the Staph aureus bacteria, Staphylococcus aureus. Okay, nothing but methicillin resistant Staphylococcus aureus bacteria. They has resistance toward the beta lactam antibiotics such as penicillins. Okay, next one is cephalosporins and carbapenems. And here next one ESBL bacteria, extended spectrum of beta lactamase bacteria. This type of bacteria develop the resistance toward the beta lactam antibiotics by producing the beta lactamase enzymes. Okay, the most commonly bacteria which is comes under the ESBL. First one is Escherichia coli, next one is Klebsiella. This type of bacteria typically cause the UTI or pneumonia, and also usually they are sensitive towards the carbapenem like ertapenem, meropenem and imipenem. Here the choice of antibiotics for the MRSA. First one is doxycycline, clindamycins, vancomycins, and teicoplanin and linezolid. The choice of drug for the MRSA, first choice of the drug is vancomycin. If the vancomycin resistance is there, then we can go through the linezolid. Okay, and next the gram negative anaerobes. First one is Priotella and Porphyromonas, Physiobacteriums, Vollinella and Vilonella, and gram negative facultatives Echinella, Capnocytophaga and Haemophila, and gram positive facultatives Streptococcus, Lactobacillus and Actinomyces and Propionibacterium, nothing but Cutibacterium, which is cause the acne vulgaris. Okay, thank you for watching the videos. Okay, if you like my videos, share and subscribe.